So Gabe was inspired by the Olympics, obviously. We were going to have him rappel in from the top, and then the budget didn't have enough for that. And then he was going to parachute. We want to thank the 139th for letting him jump out this morning. I picked him up at Wyatt Hill earlier today, but we didn't have budget for cameras, so you can see that. So he wanted a Harley. I've been scooting the scooter ride since 2008, so that's what we did today, baby. So are you ready to get going today? All right, let's get this party started. Good morning, St. Joseph School District. Let's try that again. Good morning. I always hate when people do that, but that actually is kind of cool that you came back with that. So, welcome, employees, board members, special guests. Welcome to the 2024 St. Joseph School District Opening Convocation. Your mission, should you choose to accept, is to serve as one team, be all in, and make a difference in the lives of each and every child. Today, you'll be a witness to this work. Prepare to be inspired as our students, the heart of our work, share their stories. Educators, you can do this. This mission is possible. Mission possible. All right, at this time, we ask you please rise for the presentation of your national, state, and district colors. The Central High School JROTC Guard is commanded by Cadet Master Sergeant Justin Henley. The members are Cadet Second Lieutenant Landon Allen, Cadet Master Sergeant Matthew Doyle, Cadet Corporal Jaden Rooney, Cadet Private First Class Ethan Doyle.
Mark time. March. Pause. Halt. Left. Pace. Eat and off.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The national anthem will be sung by the Connors family, a family of educators. Mr. Sean Connors will be a first-year music teacher at Edison. His son Colton will be a first-year theater teacher at Benton. Their brother Jackson is in his third year as a music educator at Bodie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early night what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please give a round of applause to Mr. Sean Connors, Mr. Cole Connors, and Mr. Jackson Connors. Wow. Thank you, Cadet Master Sergeant Henley, and the rest of the Central High School JROTC. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, let's give a thank you to the Central Drum Line and also the cheers and pumps for that pregame pump up. All right, at this time, I'd like to welcome a special guest up to the stage, our St. Joseph School District Board of Education President, Mrs. Latanya Williams.
Good morning, everyone. Whew. I'm extremely honored and excited and blessed in order to be here. And when I got the email about speaking, I was told to give an inspirational speech. And the thing about it is, how do you inspire the inspirers? Because you guys are everything. To the kids, to the community, you guys are everything. But prior to me getting into my message, I would like to welcome my board up here to join me, because we are all one team. In spite of all of the noise and the distractions, we are all one. Asara Garcia. Kim Miller. Rhonda Chesney. Rick Gehring. And Whitney Lanning. Vice President Mike Moore was not able to make it this morning. He sends his love and regards. Extremely early this morning, he sent his love and regards. And please excuse me because I'm a little bit emotional this morning. My daughter is beginning high school. And at the beginning of every year, I always hope and I pray that the world will treat my child kind, and that the village will protect my child, appreciate my child, and love my child. And I always give that prayer over all of our students of the district, over all of the kids at the Bartlett Center. And then I got to thinking, okay, but there are, in the room, isn't going to be any kids in the room. And then I got to thinking, it's no different. My prayer to the community, for everyone in the room, is the same. I pray that our community and the world will treat our employees kind, appreciate our employees, and love our employees. Because the thing about it is, public education is under fire right now. And it is our job to put out the fire. And the only way that we will be able to do that is to do what you're doing every day. To educate our kids, to counsel our kids, to feed our kids, to love our kids. Because I understand more than anybody knows about the noise. And I understand that it is hard if you're being attacked about your job, about your wages, about your very life. I just want everyone in the room to know that I was always told that you're led to be in the position that you are right now, and so all of our steps were led to be in this room at this moment. And then I would like everyone to keep in mind about your why. All of our whys may be different. I think a lot of the people in the room already know and understand my why, but above that why, I want everyone in the room, in order to know, that despite your position in the district, all of you are important. All of you are amazing. You're great. I told you I was emotional, my bad, excuse me. And all of you are everything. And it is our honor to be your Board of Education and to serve you. Let's have a good year.
All right, Latanya really is emotional because she's supposed to introduce Gabe, but I can do it, I promise. And I don't know, really probably, honestly, it's actually kind of frightening that you guys give me a microphone. And I might go off script. I know that's probably some very nervous people in the room right now. Ed Council probably involved with that. No, really, here's a man who needs no introduction. Here's your fearless leader. We're excited to have him for one final outstanding, tremendous year. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dr. Gabe Edgar, your superintendent of schools.
Thank you, Dr. Segrist. Before I get started, I just want to tell you guys that whenever we were back here getting on this scooter, I thought there was no way this thing's going to hold both of us. I bet it hasn't been that low ever before, has it?
I had to put a lot of air in the tires last night.
I don't know. I think that was kind of a slam, wasn't it? Okay. Well, good morning, SJSD. It's with great excitement that I welcome you to a new academic year in the St. Joseph School District. As we begin 24-25, I first want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all returning staff for your continued support and commitment to our students and our community. Those of you that are new to our team, you're joining a passionate and dedicated team, so thank you for selecting SJSD. A couple of good things that I want to talk about that are going on within the school district. First of all, we passed a bond. Secondly, we passed the levy in August. We have the opening of a new health services wing at Hilliard Technical School. And tomorrow I'm proud to announce that we have a ribbon cutting for the new Hilliard expansion. So regardless about all the negativity that Latanya spoke to in public education, We have a lot of good things going on here in the St. Joseph School District. So thank you, because you're the reason why. So many great things are happening, but I want to bring it back to our why, our students, and the heart of teaching and learning. You heard Ms. Williams say the same thing. We're excited to launch professional learning communities across the district designed to ensure every student learns at a high level. The PLC processes will foster a collaborative and collective effort among us working together. By focusing on results-oriented strategies, this will enable us to continuously improve teaching practices and support each other's success. As we leave here today, let us remember that each of us has a significant role to play in the success of our school district and our community. I would like to ask you that you join our mission of one team, making a difference for our students, staff, and community. With the championship mindset, we can and we will. Here's to a great year 24-25, Mission Possible.
All right, thank you, Dr. Edgar. Throughout our program this morning, special guests will be drawing names and announcing 3 lucky winners. To kick off our first raffle drawing, please welcome Mr. Jeff Gamble from Truman Middle School. He is the St. Joseph School District 2024 Innovator of the Year. Under the guidance of Jeff Gamble, middle school students are immersed in robotics and engineering through Project Lead the Way. Mr. Gamble has enhanced student engagement and fostered a conducive learning environment, showcasing his dedication to advancing STEM education across the district. Go ahead, Jeff, share our first winner here.
Drum roll, please. And before we announce our exciting raffle winners, let's extend a heartfelt thank you to the St. Joseph School District Foundation and its Executive Director, Mrs. Julie Cobb, for their unwavering support of our educators. Their dedication to our community is truly inspiring. Julie, your exceptional work in organizing and executing our 3 raffles today has made this convocation truly unforgettable. Now, without further ado, let's reveal the lucky winner of our first raffle, and the winner is Jory Wynn.
They'll meet you right down there. Man, all those years, Melissa, you never won a darn thing, did you? Congratulations, Jory. Thank you, Jeff and Julie, again. All right, next, proud son of St. Joseph, Wes Barnett. You ever hear that name? Southside, where you at? I know you from Wes Barnett. Way back in the day, Wes might have kicked my butt on the boards down at InterServe in the early days of summer jams, so when there were 8 teams, and that was it. Wes has etched his name into the annals of weightlifting history. A 2-time Olympian, he represented the United States with honor at the 1992 Barcelona and 1996 Atlanta Games. Beyond his Olympic triumphs, Wes is decorated national champion. His journey from local athlete to global star began at InterServe, where he honed his skills under the mentorship of Dennis Stephen. With a strong educational foundation laid at Hosea, Spring Garden, and Benton, Barnett's story is an inspiration to all.
Hello, educators. Wes Barnett here, 2-time Olympian and proud alumni of Hosea Elementary School, Spring Garden Middle School, and Benton High School. As you begin to embark on another school year, it's my profound honor and privilege to say thank you for everything that you do. I know the job of being a teacher isn't easy, not because I was a teacher myself, but because I know that you have students who were just like me when I was growing up. I know that when teachers saw my name on the roster of incoming students, they thought to themselves, what did I do to deserve this? They were also very kind, though, at parent-teacher conferences to say, he's not a bad student, he's just a mischievous student. Well, it doesn't matter if it was bad or mischievous. It really didn't change the job that you had to do. It really didn't change your attitude in educating someone like me. I think that kids these days, there's two things that's very important to them. They want to know that they matter, and they want to know that somebody cares about them. Oftentimes, you as teachers are the front line in helping kids understand that they are cared about, that they do matter. It's the belief that you show in kids that ultimately lead them to believe in themselves. And that's such an important job. I know that you're undervalued, you're underappreciated, you're underpaid, but you do this job anyways, in spite of all of that. And you do it because you love kids and you love teaching. And we're all the better for it. Teachers are really what makes the world go round. Without teachers providing the education, the guidance, the mentorship that students need these days, you just don't know where kids are going to end up. I know that it had a profound effect in my life and really helped shape me into the person that I am today. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. So just know that even though you may not get the recognition that you deserve, you are appreciated. You are valued by people out there, even if you don't hear it as often as you should or as often as you need to. You are valued. You are appreciated. And I can't thank you enough for everything that you've done for me. I can't thank you enough for the things that you do for other students and the things that you continue to do. So I want to wish you all the best in the upcoming school year and beyond. You guys really do make the world go round. And I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you, everything that you do. And there's lots of others out there that feel the same way that I do. So enjoy your school year. Go get them. And thank you very much for letting me spend a few moments of my time to thank you for everything that you do for the students of St. Joseph, Missouri. Thank you.
Much respect to Mr. Wes Barnett. His story is a reminder that our mission is possible. Now get ready to enjoy this next piece. The Convocation Choir is made of students from grades 4 through high school across the district. They have rehearsed throughout the summer and ready to present Louder Than Words from the musical Tick, Tick, Boom. Just want to be clear, not to be confused with the song by Saliva, Click, Click, Boom. Tick, Tick, Boom. Composed by Jonathan Larson and arranged by Mac Huff, under the direction of our very own Janelle Becerra and accompanied by Kathy Weeks. Central accompaniments. The choir will bring this powerful piece to life. Supporting the choir for musical prowess is an exceptional band featuring Chad Lippincott on drums, Melissa Heil on bass guitar, Casey Summerfield Solomon on guitar, Jeff Carter on guitar, and Jason Riley, a local musician, also on guitar. The song Louder Than Words from the musical Tick, Tick, Boom. This song questions why people often take the path of least resistance. The lyrics pose a series of rhetorical questions that challenge the listener to consider their own choices and the consequences of inaction. It is a call to action, emphasizing that what we do holds more weight than what we say. This is a commentary on complacency and the tendency to accept the status quo rather than striving for change. The song urges listeners to be proactive in their lives, to wake up and shake up the nation, because collective action is necessary for progress. Please give a warm welcome to the SJSD Convocation Choir.
Why does it take an axe
Wow. Give that group one more round of applause. That was awesome. Thank you. All right, this year, our speakers are a testament to the power of the St. Joseph School District education. These 9 individuals, products of our own community, will share their inspiring journeys and the profound impact educators have had on their lives. Let's meet our first speaker, which, by the way, this is so awesome to be able to introduce these kids. I say kids, I know. They'll always be that in my head. So, first off, Northside, you're going to help me out here a little bit with this introduction because here we go. Here we go. Come on, you do better than that. Let's go. Alright, this first person probably heard that a couple times. A seasoned basketball coach with a deep-rooted love for St. Joseph, Bryson Williams boasts an impressive career spanning both collegiate and professional levels. From his standout playing days at Northwest Missouri State to his NBA coaching experience with the Detroit Pistons and successful stints at Wyoming and Indiana State, Williams has solidified his reputation as a skilled mentor and coaching strategist. His journey is uniquely intertwined with St. Joseph as his formative years at Humboldt, Riverview, and Lafayette shaped his dedicated and passionate individual he is today. Let's welcome to the stage a Northside star, Mr. Bryson Williams.
Good morning. I'm sorry, I gotta walk. I don't like to stay still. So, before I get started, I need you to look to your left, look to your right, and tell that person that you believe in them. Good. Because that's what this is all about. We talk about our why, we talk about, why we do this as educators. The reason we all come back to speak to you guys is because people in this room believed in us. And so when you get asked to come back and speak, we become very grateful. And we are witnesses that you guys impacted everybody's life. And we always have somebody that inspires us. I need everybody to participate with me. I need everybody to raise their hand. Now, as you're raising your hand, let's not have a bent elbow and let's really raise the hand. Good. Now, a little bit longer. Now I need you to stretch a little bit more. That. Thank you. Put your hands down. But that is the level of belief that we need in the mission. Everybody, I believe, I coach basketball. Coach, I'll do whatever. I'll do this. I believe you can get me there. But it takes that extra effort to make the mission possible. We have a lot of people that kind of, I believe in the mission. But we got to be all in. And when we're all in, that's when special happens. When you're all in, you speak different. When you're all in, your habits are different. Your actions are different. Because you truly believe it. But we also know that if I believe in something, no mission is done alone. So I need that person next to me to believe with me. That's how it grows. And it's day by day by day. And you have to be all in. Because if you're like this, when adversity hits and those hard days hit, then trust me, I know you guys have a lot of hard days. Especially if you're dealing with the knuckleheads. But you need that person next to you. And when we're all in, we help each other on those bad days. When I don't really feel like it. It's about serving. We're here to serve. That's the reason we're all in education. To serve others, to help the kids, help the coworkers. Right? And so with that, we got to make sure, and you know, I've had an unbelievable opportunity to coach in the NBA with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Detroit Pistons. And I always talked about, and they were the best example of it, because these are people, and we've all had the dream of, not all, maybe some, but when we're younger, we all want to be professional athletes. Everybody wants to play pro or do something professional. And so the whole time from when you're 5th grade, and if you guys ask your students, what do you want to be when you grow up? They all want to be athletes. And what do we say? Well, honey, everybody, there's only like 2% to make it. But that's the investment piece. They're invested in themselves, the work. And you always ask them, why do you want to be a professional athlete? What are some answers? To help my mom, to buy my mom a house, to buy my mom a car, to get my grandmother, you know, out of her situation, to send my sister to school. They're invested in the work. And then these kids, they get drafted in the NBA. When I was with the Pistons, they got drafted. And one day we'll be shooting around, working out afterwards. It'll be, you know, they made some money, good money. They were able to check off some of the boxes. They reached the mountaintop to do what they said they wanted to do. And my biggest thing with them, now what? Well, dang, Coach, I don't know. Those boxes are checked now. You reached the pinnacle of what your dream and goal was. Now you got to have another why. And the ones that didn't have another why, that investment turned into entitlement. They were invested about the work. Then it became entitled. Well, Coach, I need more money. Coach, I need more playing time. I should be, well, hold on, he's doing this. I should be starting. And they lost their why. The investment is about other people. My mom, my sister, my brother, my family. What's the entitlement? Me. This is me. We need invested people. That's how we have the mission accomplished. But that's what we gotta be. It's just like education. Your freshman, sophomore year in college, as we're all in, we'll take you back memory lane. We're all freshman, sophomore years in college. I don't know what I wanna be. You just hanging out with your friends, going to school. Junior, senior year, it kind of starts getting like, uh-oh, this is getting serious, right? And that hand kind of starts getting a little more, you start believing and investing. And then there's a point where you're like, oh shoot, I'm about to graduate, and I have, you know, I got interviews, I got to dominate this interview, and then what do? I'm all in, like, hold on now, I got to dominate this interview. You start doing research, but there's always that one weekend that we all had right before graduation, like, hey, we got to go out and do a last cake party. We got, you know, you got to go have some fun. Now, last weekend. And then that last weekend while you're out, have a few beverages, everybody like, do I really want to be in education? But in all seriousness, after that, it goes back to investing. And that's why we all got an education. That's why we're all here. You guys have invested in us, but at the end of the day, this is all about relationships. And I always tell our coaches, we don't trust people we don't know. And so one of my rules when we're recruiting and we have a team, and obviously you guys have a bigger team, which is fine, because there's more people and more of us. Every kid on our roster better be able to go to a coaching staff member and be able to talk about anything. Even if they're my recruit or I brought them in, somebody on our team as a player better be able to feel comfortable with somebody in this team to be able to talk to. That's why everybody matters. It may not be your teacher. It don't have to be. Maybe it's a board member. Maybe it's custodian. Maybe it's a counselor. It don't matter. But we have to be all in. On three, I need everybody to say, I believe. 1, 2, 3.
I believe.
We got a lot of this. Some didn't even say it. 1, 2, 3.
I believe.
1, 2, 3.
I believe.
A lot of love down here. 1, 2, 3.
I believe.
Yeah. That's how we gotta be. For me, I can't thank you guys enough. Obviously, some of you guys know me from growing up. Like, you know, I am very grateful to be here. Thank you guys for allowing me to come speak to you guys and understand we gotta be all in, and our mission's possible. Thank you guys.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Bryson there. And Bryson, I promise, I did have my arm all the way up, but I got a lot of arthritis in my elbow now, and that's as straight as it gets anymore, so. All right, our next speaker, Dr. Van Hopkins, is a proud product of St. Joseph School District. His educational journey at Field, Bodie, and Central was instrumental in shaping who he was to become. Dr. Hopkins embarked on his undergraduate studies at Drury University, where he earned a Bachelor of Science degree with a concentration in biochemistry and a complementary minor in religion. During his time at Drury, he distinguished himself not only academically, but also athletically, garnering numerous accolades and honors. Dr. Hopkins pursued advanced studies at UMKC's School of Dentistry. Driven by a commitment to serving his community, Dr. Hopkins has returned home and currently practices at the St. Joseph Family Dental. Let's welcome Dr. Van Hopkins.
Hello, SJSD. I'm very honored to be speaking to you all today. After 20 years of education, I'm blessed to be back in my hometown, serving as a dentist at St. Joseph Family Dental. I've always wanted to come back home, no matter where my educational journey took me. Partly because both sides of my family are from here, and I enjoy being known as Brian and Debbie's son or through some other family relation, but also because I wanted to come back to the community that's given so much to me. I stand here today just a kid who's given the opportunity to be the best version of himself with so many people who've invested along the way. I hope you all know how much this community has mattered in my success. I'm not just thankful to my former teachers at Gene Field, Bodie, and Central, but the administrators, support staff, lunch ladies, custodial staff, bus drivers, and all the people that make a school district possible. I was blessed with many selfless efforts, and I doubt I know them all. Much like a sturdy brick wall, it takes placing bricks as perfectly as they can be, over and over, until the final wall is constructed. And it takes many bricks or people to build the wall of someone's education, and I'm so grateful for all the bricks that helped me become who I am today. When I went to school, I was blessed by programs like reading counts, pegs, rainbows, gates, and state contests in math and science, as well as IB and AP courses in high school that prepared me for college. A good example of this was when I was succeeding in a poorly taught freshman biology class at Drew University that had a new professor. With many students struggling in the class, one of the other professors was trying to understand what was going wrong and asked me how I was doing well. I told him I worked hard and studied. When I told him I had taken IB biology in high school, he instantly realized that a large part of my success was in my previous educational preparation, since his son had also taken IB courses and knew their rigor. For many years, the wallpaper on my phone has been the poem If by Rudyard Kipling that my high school tennis coach shared with us before one season. Famously, one of its lines is inscribed above the entrance to Wimbledon's center court. The line is, "If you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two imposters just the same." That line and poem is so great not only for tennis, but for life. I encourage you this school year to handle those two imposters the same. For my first day of kindergarten, I've learned that success or failure isn't final. It's about how you play your cards and not the cards dealt. It's the perspective to view the success, failures, and opportunities in the right context. My mom taught me about perspective with this illustration. Now, I dislike when a speaker tries to engage the crowd more than most, but if you don't join me, this won't make sense, and I promise it's not that bad. If you'll stick your pointer finger straight up and go clockwise. We all know clockwise, so go clockwise. Keep going clockwise and slowly pull your finger down in front of your face, all the while still going clockwise. Now that it's in front of your face, which way is it going? It's going counterclockwise. You can do it over and over again. It's kind of a weird trick, but for time's sake, I'll let you all know. You all are going to do this tonight, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I couldn't figure it out. But here's the trick. It's all about perspective, the perspective of your finger. When you look up at your finger going clockwise, it's a different view than when the finger is in front of your face, now appearing counterclockwise. Just like Thomas Edison's quote, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Life is how you view it." Winning tennis matches was great, and being captain of championship teams at Drury was awesome. Scoring highly on exams or winning academic awards was satisfying, and fixing broken teeth and smiles is so rewarding today. But the lessons and skills I've learned from those efforts are even more powerful. Much like my teachers in the SJSD, knowing that what they taught me may or may not be something I'd use in my future career, but the lessons of character learned along the way would be more beneficial than anything from a textbook. My senior year quote at Central was by C.S. Lewis and goes, "If you aim at heaven, you'll get earth thrown in. Aim at earth and you'll get neither." And I've tried to live my life that way because it's all part of a bigger picture, and I'm very grateful for the SJSD's part in my journey because I know it goes way beyond me. I'm very grateful for the support I've received in St. Joe, and I felt everyone was rooting for my success, whether I was at Gene Field, Bodie, or Central. The best story about support I've ever heard was by Coach Jim Valvano, who is famous for his Cancer Foundation, 1993 SB speech, and 1983 National Championship team. Coach Valvano says that when he got his first coaching job, his father asked what his ultimate goal was, and Valvano told him it was to win a national championship as a basketball coach. It took 8 years of coaching before Valvano's team even made the tournament that was his dream to win. And his family threw a large party from after the accomplishment back home in New York. At the party, Valvano's dad pulled his son up to his bedroom where he revealed a packed suitcase for when his son would inevitably be coaching in the national championship game, even though he had never left New York City himself. He told his son that his bags were packed for when his son would be in that national championship game. Valvano told his dad how hard it would be to accomplish his dream, and his father didn't care. He knew his son would do it. 4 more seasons went by, and Valvano's teams hadn't even gone past the second round of the 6-round tournament that was his dream to win. Regardless, every year Valvano's father would tell his son that his bags were packed, and it became a phrase of theirs. In 1983, like I mentioned earlier, Coach Valvano's dream came true in the greatest underdog championship in tournament history. The NC State team had incredible belief because their coach had incredible belief in them and his dream. Coach Valvano said, "My father gave me the greatest gift anyone could give another person. He believed in me. He's the one person who, when I didn't measure up to my standard or someone else's standard, he looked me in the eye and he'd say, 'You're going to make it. I know you are. My bags are packed.'" I've been blessed with amazing parents, family, friends, and people in the SJSD that gave me the same confidence that Coach Valvano described. I encourage you all to have your bags packed for the success of others because we never know the impact we have on those around us. God bless and have a great school year.
All right, give it up one more time for Van. That was awesome. Thank you. And Van, my wife is going to be angry at you tonight because not only is she going to have to deal with trying to fall asleep with my CPAP mask, but now I'm going to be spinning my arm in the air trying to figure that thing out. So, all right, next up, Malia Hess is a dedicated, yeah, she got some fans in the crowd. Dedicated St. Joseph, Missouri native whose passion for compassionate care was ignited during her formative years at Edison, Spring Garden, and Benton High Schools. Inspired by her dedicated teachers and mentors, she graduated from Benton in 2015 with a strong foundation for community service. After earning an associate degree in business communications from Highland Community College and a bachelor's in business administration with a focus on marketing and public relations from Missouri Western State University, Malia discovered her true calling in hospice care. As a hospice educator at AseraCare Hospice, she is a passionate advocate for hospice and palliative care, providing invaluable guidance and support to families facing end-of-life challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Malia Hess.
Wow, Southside. I love the support. And I don't forget about my Edison crowd. Where is my Edison crowd? All right. Well, I have to start off by saying what a beautiful crowd this is. Wow. I'm so honored to be here today speaking in front of so many of my own mentors. And I'm not going to be honest with you. These last two guys are a hard act to follow. But my name is Malia Hess. Many of you will remember me as Malia Langford. I graduated in 2015 from Benton High School. And please don't remind me that that was almost 10 years ago. I was born and raised in St. Joseph, and I loved it. I loved it so much, actually, I moved away and then moved back. My husband and I bought our first home here, and our son will be a student in the school district. I am grateful that I myself spent pre-K through 12 in such a wonderful district. I spent my pre-K through 6th grade at Edison Elementary. I spent 7th and 8th grade at Spring Garden, and 9th through 10th at Benton High School, where the staff and students became my second family. Now that I'm a mother myself, I truly understand what they mean when they say it takes a village. That is exactly what St. Joseph School District was for me, a big and very impactful part of my village. I felt that I was safe, heard, and taken care of inside of every single school building I attended, and I spent some of my very best days and worst days in a St. Joseph school. In each of those days, I felt surrounded by support and love. I was active in just about anything you could probably be active in. But extracurriculars in school kept me safe, built character, and allowed me to make lifetime friendships. And most importantly, kept me out of trouble. I participated in patrols, track, golf, student council, basketball, soccer, volleyball, FBLA, DECA, and yearbook. And to be completely honest with you all, I know I'm missing a few things. Every day, I was uplifted and encouraged by my teachers, coaches, and staff members. I was told that I could do anything I set my mind to. I was given the tools to become successful, but most importantly, I was blessed with mentors who pushed me to be successful. And it's only right of me to tell you some of those mentors and what they have taught me. So bear with me here. Miss Spencer. Ms. Spencer emphasized respect for everyone. She made it clear that respecting others, no matter their background or beliefs, is fundamental to building strong relationships. And he might not be here, but he was a very impactful part of mine, and I know a lot of you guys will know him, Coach Musser. He inspired me to never stop learning. He believed that education is a lifelong journey of curiosity and growth, not just something that should be confined to a classroom. Miss Dilly taught me the importance of solving problems. Her lessons on critical thinking and creative solutions were essential for tackling life's challenges. And Coach Best. Coach Best demonstrated that teamwork makes the dream work. She showed me that collaborating with others can lead to amazing accomplishments and lasting friendships. Miss Roseberry taught me to treat everyone with kindness and respect. That the way you treat others reflects your character and can make a positive impact on the world. Miss Bowers instilled in me the importance of perseverance. She encouraged me to keep pushing forward even when things got tough, and that was key to achieving my goals. Coach Goodwin taught me the value of hard work. He always said that success comes from dedication and consistent effort. Miss McAndrews showed me the importance of managing our time, balancing schoolwork and extracurriculars, along with personal time. Miss Locke taught me to speak clearly and kindly. Her emphasis on effective communication helped me prevent misunderstandings and build strong connections with others. Miss Townsend taught me to show empathy and compassion for others, that you never know what someone may be experiencing. And Miss Briner, she taught me the importance of adaptability. She always reminded me that being able to adjust to challenging circumstances is a crucial skill for navigating life's unexpected turns. These lessons track all the way back to elementary school for me and have been invaluable in my adult life. And they will serve me well for the rest of my life. After high school, I then continued my education at Highland Community College and graduated in 2017 with an associate's degree in business communications. During my time at Highland, I served as a business club president and the president of volunteer services. I then went on to graduate from Missouri Western in 2019 with a degree in business administration, making me a first-generation college graduate. At Missouri Western, I was on the founding committee of Phi Beta Lambda, a business fraternity. But since then, I have married, had my first child, and pursued my career and calling in hospice care. I work with the Sarah Care Hospice as a hospice educator, and I am currently an advocate and educator in our community for the benefits and importance of hospice. I provide compassion and care for patients, along with guidance and supports to families and caregivers who are navigating the complexities of their ailing loved ones and what to expect during the end of life. Additionally, I serve as the head of our Dementia and Alzheimer's Specialty Program, furthering my commitment to specialized care. I try to be a bit of sunshine on someone's darkest days. It is an absolute honor to work in Heaven's waiting room. Throughout my hospice career, I have partnered with many of you guys in the crowd, and I want to say thank you for that, to make crafts and cards for seniors in our community. And I am so proud of where I've come, but you are all to thank. I do what I do and have become who I am because you all here today have been a very significant part of my village. You all play a crucial role in shaping your students' futures. You provide knowledge and inspire a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. You never know where your students may end up. As students grow into adults like myself, the lessons and values imparted by all of you guide us in making informed decisions, solving problems, and contributing positively to our community. So I would like to thank you all for the difference that you make in so many lives, and have a great and successful school year.
Thank you, Malia. Heaven's waiting room. I'm gonna use that. That's an awesome line right there. By the way, Highland Community College, class of 1989. Go Scotty Dogs. It's the only school I could get into probably back then. Hey, all right. Next, we have a video here for you. So I'll let communications take over. Dang, I was hoping they put that clip in there of Gabe skydiving at the end, but they didn't get it in there. Great video. All right, get ready to be inspired by our next group of amazing speakers. Dylan Dewey attributes much of his success to the supportive Northside community that helped shape him. From his formative years at Pershing Elementary, Ruby Middle School, and Lafayette High School to his recent graduation from the University of Missouri School of Law. Dylan has excelled in every endeavor. Dedicated to giving back to his hometown, Dylan will soon begin serving the community through the practice of law. Upon passing the bar, he will join the Ritchie Law Group as an associate attorney, providing essential legal services to those in need. Let's give a warm welcome to Dylan Dewey, Lafayette Class of 2017.
Good morning, SJSD. Pershing, I'd love to the confetti, get Lafayette. Ruby, where we at? I just want to start by stating what an honor it is to be here to speak with you this morning. I stand here about 2 weeks after taking the bar exam, probably the hardest exam of my life, and approximately 3 months from graduating law school, and I am particularly grateful for all of those who helped me be here today and accomplish all I have. And I cannot begin to express the impact that teachers here in this district have had. But I have been given just a little bit of time today to try to do just that. The beginning of my journey here in St. Joseph in school was anything but easy. I came back to Missouri after living in Arizona for a few years. My parents had separated a few years before that, and the effects of that separation were still ever present. Part of the reason I decided to go into family law now. Additionally, I would quickly learn that despite skipping kindergarten and successfully completing the first grade in Arizona, there was no guarantee that I would succeed in school here in Missouri. After starting the second grade at Pershing Elementary, it became clear fairly quickly that I was struggling. And at some point, it was brought to my mom's attention, she's sitting over here on the left, that my grades weren't too hot. And it was at that moment that my mom made a very confident and good decision to hold me back a year, yet in the middle of the year. When this news was delivered to me, I was not too happy, petrified of just about what everyone was gonna think. It was the end of the world. But retrospectively, it turns out it wasn't quite the end of the world. Thereafter, I would pass the first grade and the second grade, but was still struggling. I struggled particularly at reading. So much so that I hated to read. The process for me was frustrating, embarrassing, and for the most part, pretty boring too. It seemed that no matter how hard I tried, I just really couldn't get to where I needed to be. Irrespectively, I just needed someone to see me, someone to see where I was and what my potential was. Also, I personally needed to see what was possible. And a few of my teachers at Pershing and thereafter met that mark. In third grade, probably after being insisted to go to the library by Miss Miranda Ham here today, I went to the library and picked up a book on our 35th President of the United States. Bonus points for anyone who can say who that is. Great job, y'all. It's President John F. Kennedy. Someone said it up there, so. At that moment, for whatever reason, I decided that I wanted to be President of the United States. And it was notably my fourth grade teacher, Ms. Nett, saw that interest that I had acquired. She saw that I had a knack for US history and presidents. And one day, I remember very vividly, she came in with a new stack of brand new books, and she handed me Who Was Abraham Lincoln? And she said that I thought you would like to be the first person to read this. And at that moment, I was honored, stoked, and excited. Reading from there on was a joy of mine. By the time I attended Rubidoux Middle School, I was very certain that I wanted to be President of the United States, proudly telling anyone who asked. And not one of my teachers at Rubidoux ever expressed any doubt that was possible. In fact, they did the complete opposite and spread the news themselves that one day in the near future I was going to be President of the United States. And to this day, I cannot escape that. Just today, at least 3 separate people came up to me and said, "Can't wait until you're president." I don't think I want the job anymore, but that's all right. Teachers in this district not only confirmed my dreams were possible, they articulated potential in me that I didn't ever see in myself. And they challenged me every day. Moving on and reflecting at my time at Lafayette High School, I remain taken aback by all I did and accomplished, but again, so much of it wouldn't have happened or even been possible without a little push from a teacher. Mr. Mark Carell told me I should play golf despite the fact that I'd never picked up club in my life. And after 4 years, I think I did all right. If Mark tells you otherwise, he's lying. Thank you. I went to DECA Internationals after Teresa Paolello told me that I should write an essay to become a leadership delegate, where I very specifically remember telling her, why would I waste my time on doing something like that when I only picked 2? As she often was, she was right. A good Nelson Mandela quote got me to internationals in Nashville. And then when I was student body president and student council, I did a few wacky and spirit-filled things because I knew that I would never be alone. I'd have people like Hillary Solanke and Emily Sumner to match my energy, if not surpass that energy. In all, I know that my story is not a unique experience. Teachers and school staff serve as a foundational piece of our society. They help build our next generations. I am fully aware that sometimes the media and politics fail to give this credit or acknowledgement where it is due, and may even make it harder to accomplish. But I'm here to remind you all today, and all of us here are here to remind you that the work that you do is remarkable, and the impact that you have is immeasurable. Whether it's the north side, the south side, or the central part of town, there are kids who need to be seen, who don't know their potential, and many of you will meet the moment, defy odds, and set them off onto amazing trajectories. Teachers are just as important as lawyers or doctors or presidents. Shoot, there wouldn't be lawyers, doctors, or presidents if there weren't teachers. So on the behalf of myself and all the kids who have been and will be impacted by your choice to do these jobs, thank you. So now the kid who once didn't like to read will eventually have to go to work and read a bunch of case law because he decided to be a lawyer and none of his teachers told him not to be. So thank you and have an amazing year.
All right, give it up one more time for Dylan. Thank you so much. Dylan's passing the bar exam, and they had me pass the lower the bar exam. So, all right, our next speaker. Please welcome Christina Thomas Wilkinson, or Mrs. T, to the stage. Or as some of us will always know her as KT. 2007 graduate of Central High School, Mrs. T will begin her teaching career as a 5th grade educator at Carden Park Elementary. And I am super excited about that. Arriving in St. Joseph from Houston, Texas in 1999, Mrs. T joined Mrs. Becky Slabowski's warm and welcoming 3rd grade class. Her journey through Scaife Elementary, Truman Middle School, and Central High School is shaped by inspiring educators. Driven by her father's belief in the power of education, she recently earned a double major from Northwest Missouri State University in April. Give it up for Christina Thomas Wilkinson.
Can you guys hear me? I feel like I have to do some audience engagement, so Haley Fox gave me a great idea. If you have been impacted by a teacher, which we all have, I want you guys to right now pull out your phones, shoot them a text message, and just let them know you thank them and appreciate them. okay? That's my audience engagement. Who has their phone out? Nobody. I'm so serious. Oh, perfect. You get a car. So, here we go. It feels surreal. You can text while I'm speaking, it's okay. It feels surreal to be standing here in St. Joseph, Missouri, the place that built me brick by brick, day by day. This isn't just a town on a map to me. This is home. This is where I learned, where I struggled, and where I found my purpose. So I'm not just here as a teacher. I'm here as a product of this beautiful community with all the grit and grace it instilled in me. Now let me tell you guys a story. The first time I stepped into a classroom as a sub, I was sweating bullets. Real talk, I didn't know if I had what it took. But then I saw those kids. They had that look, that wide-eyed, teach me something good, in a mischievous manner type of look. And right then, it hit me. These kids, they're hungry for knowledge, for guidance, for someone to believe in them. And you know what? I realized that's what I was born to do. Those kids lit a fire in me, and I've been blazing ever since. As a biracial teacher, I feel this deep, almost spiritual responsibility to show up for my students, especially the ones who see a bit of themselves in me. Let's be real. Our kids face challenges that would buckle most grown folks, but every day they walk into that classroom with their heads held high, ready to take on the world. And it's my job, no, it's my honor to serve them and to remind them that they are not just the future leaders. They are leading right now, whether they realize it or not. Their voices, their dreams, their brilliance, it matters. It all matters. But, gotta keep it 100 with y'all. Life hasn't been all sunshine and smooth sailing. Back in 2015, I got hit with the news that no one ever wants to hear. Cancer. Yep, that was a gut punch, but with the love of my family, my friends, I see you, Bear, and this beautiful St. Joseph community, I fought like my life depended on it, because it did. And I won, but here we are. But here we are in 2024, and life decided to throw that curveball again. Another cancer diagnosis. But guess what? This time, I'm coming at it with more fight, more fire, and more faith than never before. Cancer might be tough, but I'm tougher, period. Before I go any further, I need to take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to those who have been my rock through this journey. To my mother, father, and stepfather, thank you for instilling in me the value of education and for always believing in me. Your love has been my foundation, and I could not have made it this far without you. To my brothers, Kirk and Chris who is here, who has been at my side at appointments recently, your presence alone moves me to keep fighting. Just like you fight every day to keep your hair perfect. I love you. To my children, Anaya, Armand, Antoine, Artisaneros, my 18. You are my constant motivation. You're the reason I live, fight, and push forward every single day. You are the heart of everything I do. And to my husband, who has been with me since day one. You are my pillar, my best friend, and truly the best husband God could have ever given me. Your strength, love, and unwavering belief in me have made all the difference in this journey. You've been my rock, my confidant, and the reason I find the courage to face each day. I love you. The truth is, I wouldn't be who I am without the mentors who poured into me. They didn't just teach me, they saw me. They saw the potential, the passion, and they didn't let me off the hook when I doubted myself. Mentors played a crucial role in my life, guiding me through the toughest times and showing me the importance of giving back. Just like how the educators and mentors of St. Joseph shaped me, I'm committed to shaping the lives of these kids. I'm up here today because of those who showed up for me and believed in me. To name a few: Becky Slabowski, Marilyn Lance, Chris Kelly, Lori Zillner, Janelle Becerra, and of course, the one and only Dr. Seacrest. It is because of them that I get to show up and believe in someone else, and the students I am proud to serve 24/9, because as educators, mentors, and members of the community, we serve our leaders of tomorrow every day, all day. They're the reason I'm standing here today, passing that same light onto the next generation. Our kids need that. They need to know that someone sees them, believes in them, and is willing to walk with them through their battles. So, here's what I want you to know. Being an educator isn't just what I do. It's who I am. These kids, they're my heartbeat. They're part of the reason why I get up in the morning. St. Joseph made me, and now it's my turn to give back, to lift up, and to make sure these kids know that they are unstoppable. They are the leaders of tomorrow, of today. No, they're the leaders of tomorrow, but more importantly, they're the warriors of today. They are unstoppable, and they need to know that. Together, we're going to change the world. Thank you for letting me share my story, and thank you for being the village that continues to raise our future leaders. Let's keep building, keep believing, and keep making magic happen. Thank you.
You know how as educators we're not supposed to have any favorites? Christina might have been one of my favorites, but then she made me cry at Convocation, so I don't know if she is anymore. I love you, girl. All right. Jason, I apologize. You're going to have to follow that, but that was good. Jason Strong is a 19-year veteran of the St. Joseph Police Department, currently serving as captain of the Police Communications Center. A lifelong resident, he is a proud product of Hyde, Spring Garden, and Benton High School. For nearly 8 years, Jason served as a detective supervisor in the Family Crimes Unit, investigating cases of child abuse, sexual assault, human trafficking, and domestic violence. During this time, he was appointed to the Missouri Attorney General's Human Trafficking Task Force and spearheaded several local initiatives in partnership with community organizations. In 2020, Governor Mike Parson appointed him to the Missouri Rights of Victims of Sexual Abuse Task Force. Welcome to the stage, Captain Jason Strong.
Good morning, educators. I want to start with a little bit of honesty. When a friend asked me to speak this morning as a graduate of the St. Joseph School District, I thought to myself, did they check my transcript? My transcript? I mean, I'm essentially the story of an average, maybe a slightly below average student at times. It took me some time and reflection before I figured out a worthy message to convey all of the educators in the Civic Arena this morning. My story and the message that I have for you today involve a reminder that sometimes an educator's immense efforts are not immediately recognizable. In my case, I was out of school and focused on my career in law enforcement before I leveraged the foundational and technical skills that were taught to me by the St. Joseph School District. I've been employed with the St. Joseph Police Department for 19 years, and I can tell you that law enforcement is my true passion. I've served in almost every assignment the St. Joseph Police Department offers, but one assignment stands out for its particular importance. The Family Crimes Unit is a special victims unit of the St. Joseph Police Department. Spent 8 years in that assignment, 6 of which I was the group supervisor. During my time in that assignment, I was able to lead local human trafficking operations that focused on illicit massage businesses, reducing demand for sex trafficking, and providing survivors with services. In addition, our team routinely conducted operations to target child pornographers and child enticers. I was fortunate to be appointed to the Missouri Attorney General's Human Trafficking Task Force so we could participate in statewide educational and enforcement efforts. And I was also appointed by Governor Parsons to the Missouri Rights of Victims of Sexual Assault Task Force, which provided recommendations to the Missouri legislature for comprehensive changes to laws and best practices regarding sexual assaults. So I had a lot going on in my 30s, but I felt like I still was missing a few things. I was married, and I had 3 small children, twins, and I thought, hey, I should go back to school. So I did. I earned my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I then went to the Missouri Police Chiefs Command College for Law Enforcement Executives and graduated. I started thinking, well, you know what? My wife hasn't left me yet. So, you know what? I really want to fly an airplane. So I got my private pilot's license. So while I'm proud of all these accomplishments, I'm truly not a person that likes to brag or needs any of this attention. However, I felt like it was very important to share with this group so you don't underestimate the potential of your efforts. One day, one of your students might be a late bloomer just like me. So with that being said, I want to leave you with something that my grandfather always told me. He told me that the definition of success is not how much money you have in your bank account, your title, but the differences that you make in people's lives along the way. Here's to a brighter future to the St. Joseph School District. Have a great year.
All right, let's give up one more time for Jason Strong. All right, pretty excited about this next person that gets to come up and help up here. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Central's very own Annie Bramlage. Annie is an incredible asset to our community, recently honored with the St. Joseph Mayor's Award for Arts Educator of the Year. Give it up for that. Her exceptional talent was on full display in phenomenal production of Mean Girls, the musical, which earned top honors for outstanding overall production and outstanding technical crew. We also want to extend our sincere gratitude for Annie's invaluable contributions to this year's convocation. Thank you, Annie. Annie, please join us and we will reveal our next lucky winner.
Thank you. Good morning. And now for the moment you've been waiting for. The second raffle. I thought it was this gift. They said give this to your person, but you get a gift basket too. Okay. This prize is sure to bring joy to the lucky winner. Let the anticipation build as we prepare to unveil the fortunate educator who, I know they had to give me a script because they know I go off-road, who will be taking home this amazing prize. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. All right, the second winner is Bradley Hankins.
The real prize is when Brad married his wife, though, wasn't it? There we go. Congratulations, Brad. Much respect, Annie. All right, prepare to be captivated by our last trio of inspiring speakers. A proud Northsider, Corey Massey's educational journey led her through the halls of Pershing, Riverview, and Lafayette. She is the co-owner of The Market, a local St. Joseph business. Her journey as a business owner began as a part-time job during college, which ultimately led to purchasing the company alongside her parents in 2009. Corey holds a business management degree from Missouri Western State University and is deeply committed to enhancing St. Joseph, particularly by recognizing the contributions of educators. Please join me in welcoming Corey Massey, 2014 Lafayette alumni.
My name is Corey Massey, and I am a co-owner of a little place some of you might be familiar with called The Market. And glancing out into the audience, I see that many of you are wearing some amazing shirts that we did for you. I really do appreciate you supporting my business. I'm a product of the St. Joseph School District, and I couldn't be any prouder of the education I received here. I've had so many wonderful educators in my life, but I just wanted to tell you all about two special ones who have had a huge impact on my life. The first one being Dr. Laura Gilpin. She's awesome. She was our assistant principal at Rubidoux, and I was fortunate enough to be one of her student assistants. We talked a lot and found out that we were very similar. She was one who always told me to believe in myself and to never let anyone tell me that I can't and to prove them all wrong. She followed all my sporting events throughout high school and has even been there for many of my big life events. I know I haven't told you this, Lara, but thank you for always being there for me. When I transitioned over to that big green school located on Highland Avenue, there were so many big personalities in that building, but the biggest one of all was Dr. Tyran Sumi. Talk about a great girl boss. I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about when I say homegirl could get that school rocking. I was blessed to have her as a principal all 4 years, and to see her in action was always a gift and so incredibly inspiring. I knew before I left that place that one of these days I was going to be a girl boss, and here I am. To all of you sitting in this audience today, it may seem like things may go unnoticed, but trust and believe we see you and all the amazing things you do for these young adults. I am big into manifesting, so for you all, I am manifesting that this is going to be the best school year you've had thus far in your career, and nothing but blessings are heading your way. On behalf of myself, my family, and my business, we hope you all stay blessed and have an amazing year. Thank you.
All right, give it up one more time for Corey. All right, for our next speaker, I'd like you to meet Bobby Jo Hughes, passionate owner of Bliss Salon, a dedicated St. Joseph native and product of Hosea, Spring Garden, and Benton schools. Bobby Jo is committed to the city's growth and is an active member of the Chamber of Commerce. Her dedication to the community was recognized in 2020 with the nomination for the Women of Excellence Award. Bobby Jo's infectious enthusiasm for the hair industry is the heart and soul of Bliss Salon, which opened its doors in May of 2002. Please welcome to the stage, Ms. Bobby Jo Hughes.
Well, good morning, everyone. Y'all got me pumped up this morning. That was insane. The energy in here was incredible. I'm truly honored to be here today and maybe a bit surprised. My name is Bobby Jo, and I had the privilege of going through the SJSD district. Oops. Today, I'm the proud owner of Bliss Salon, and I'm excited to share with you how my school experience here played a crucial role in shaping my journey. Growing up in the South Side, the 238, the dirty, I've heard them all. At one point, we even did this weird bloop bloop thing. It was odd. And just like South Side Pride, we have North Side Pride, Midtown Pride, Midtown Pride. Our district is full of pride, and that's the one thing I love the most about us in our city. First, let me say I cheated. I did attend a Catholic school for preschool. It wasn't until later in life when I finally asked my mom, why only 1 year? And that loving lady replies with, well, honey, it was suggested we put you in public. Seriously? I was kicked out after preschool? Could have been that sequins glove and Thriller shirt I wore for the class pictures while everyone else was in their Sunday best. I don't know. I was a Hosea hawk, K through 6, a Spring Garden Trojan, 7th and 8th, and of course, a Benton Cardinal, 9 through 12. I realized the impact my education went far beyond the classroom. Oh, the lessons I learned, the values instilled in me, and the encouragement from the faculty shaped me into being the person I am today. Now, I do have to admit, I was taught by some legends. Pat and Dean Rush made me believe as a little girl that music and gym teachers were supposed to be a married couple. In fact, I thought it was weird when other schools didn't have the same. Having the most sweet and loving Don Weston as your principal wasn't so bad either. Dr. Laura Gilpin, she was one of the lucky ones to have me and my son. I had a rebel without a cause attitude, which landed myself needing some support in 1996. I was going to quickly grow up and become one of the very few at the time teen mommies. There was one teacher that heard of my news and took me under her wing. Melody Smith and a few other Benton staff believed in me, encouraged me, and had nothing but love and compassion for me. I often reflect on the encouragement I received from my teachers to pursue my passions, even when my path wasn't clear. The support gave me the confidence to take risks, to innovate, and to build a business that I'm incredibly proud of today. So remember that all your hard work you do every day, you're not just teaching subjects, you're shaping lives. The impact of your work extends far beyond the classroom, and I'm living proof of that. We are living proof of that. The guidance, the encouragement, and the belief you have in your students makes all the difference. You all have a pretty cool gig, as I too get to make another feel good about themselves, and that is something the world needs right now. Bliss Salon is located in our beautiful historic downtown. I currently have 16 incredible stylists, a couple of full-time assistants, and usually have 750 to 1,000 guests in and out of our door in a week. There's days I really pinch myself, but I'm nothing without my team and all of you loyal clients. Our salon's been voted and nominated for Favorite Salon every year. We're a Paul Mitchell Signature Salon, and hold on, I lost my place. And one salon of the year in the entire state of Missouri 3 years in a row through the Youth Smooth Foundation. I've sat on the community, thank you. I've sat on the Community Improvement District Board for the last 10 years, and recently I had the honor to join the Voices of Courage Board. Been nominated, but I lost, Women of Excellence Entrepreneur Award, and celebrated 22 years on May 3rd at my Felix Street home. My man-child is 27 and an electrician in Altech. He's such an awesome person and very much the love of my life. His goodness always makes me want to do better. And he too went through our school district and was a Benton Cardinal graduate as well. As you tackle another school year, I encourage you to continue inspiring your students to dream big and to believe in their potential. The seed you plant today will grow into the success stories of tomorrow. You may not always see the immediate impact of your work, but trust me, it is there and it is profound. I want to express my deepest gratitude to you all and for the role you played in my life. I'm proud to be an alumni and forever grateful for the education and support I received. Teachers, you are our future. Thank you for all you do, and I wish you a wonderful and impactful school year ahead. God bless you and your insane level of patience.
All right, let's give it up one more time for Bobby Joe. And Bobby Joe, you mentioned you were nominated but didn't win Women of Excellence Award. I can relate. I was nominated for the Men of Mediocrity, and I did not win that either. So, all right, next speaker, Coleman, Bodie, and Central all served as a foundation for John Walker's educational journey in St. Joseph. These formative years laid the groundwork for his future career. After graduating from Northwest Missouri State, Walker honed his craft as a sports writer and journalist in Oklahoma and Omaha. His reporting has spanned a wide range of events, including championship runs, March Madness excitement, and a College World Series. Mr. Walker currently serves as a reporter for the Omaha World Herald, specializing in local news coverage. Please extend a warm welcome to Mr. John Walker.
Good morning, y'all. You guys ready for lunch? I will try and keep it short then, promise. I reached out to in probably mid-June about coming and talk today, and for the last 2 months I've tried to figure out what I was going to get up here and say. And I was on my drive down from Omaha before the weekend, and it finally clicked. But I had to ask a question first. I had to ask how you possibly tell the story of a kid who was born on the East Coast, moved to the northwest corner of Missouri, went to a small Division II school in the middle of nowhere, and then moved again to the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma to start my career as a sports reporter before then moving to Omaha. I think I might have found the answer. It might be somewhere in here. I'm really not too sure. I moved from Baltimore, Maryland to St. Joe when I was 9. My first school in St. Joe was Neely, believe it or not. Then I moved to Noyes for a year. We moved one more time, and that landed me at Coleman Elementary. There, I met the first of 3 key educators I want to talk about today. They played and still play a part in where I am now. Education's vital. It doesn't take me standing up here saying it for you guys to know that. You live it every day. But it looks different in every classroom. Connie Stubler showed me how to be prepared. Setting yourself up for success was always the most important part of any process you were beginning. Ms. Stubler wanted us to be ready for anything, even as 4th graders. Before our map test that year, she warned us about gripping the pencil too hard for too long. If you get a good squeeze on it for an hour and a half, it was the death grip, is what she called it. Stacia Studer. Stacia Studer showed me my passion for reading and writing. She always showed us the best stories, wanted us to tell even better ones. Anybody fortunate enough to have Ms. Studer in class knows the significance of the red bandana. It's a story of tragedy, heroics, honor. It's a story that stuck with me since 8th grade. It's the kind of story that sparked my love for what I do now. Katie Schwartz-Drowns showed me how to treat people at Central High School. High school's weird. The priorities depend on the day. Your thought process changes by the minute. Summer break can't come quick enough. Or maybe it ends too soon. But Ms. Schwartz was there for it all. One time, the night before a debate tournament, we were getting together at Applebee's, and she was making sure we all had our things in line for the next morning, and I grew out of my slacks. And so Ms. Schwartz ran to JCPenney's and bought me a pair of slacks. What educator does that? This room of them. I graduated from Central High School in 2018. My life has been an absolute whirlwind ever since then. I spent 4 years up the road at Northwest Missouri State. Go Cats. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do when I got there. But I was fortunate enough to fall into the role as a sports editor at the campus newspaper as a sophomore, and I did that until I graduated. I was lucky enough to cover 3 national championships in my 4 years in Maryville. But during then, I got a bit more intentional about what I was doing. I started to realize the importance of some of those things that I picked up along the way from the people who I'd met along the way. After I graduated from Northwest, I moved 5 hours south to cover Oklahoma State. It was a life-changing year and a half. Never did I think I'd talk to Mike Gundy on a weekly basis, or head back home to this area to cover the Big 12 basketball tournament in Kansas City, or be on the sidelines for the final Bedlam rivalry matchup between OSU and Oklahoma. But that's all led me to where I am now. 2 hours up the road in Omaha, a place I've loved since getting there in November. In my short time at the Omaha World Herald, I've been courtside for March Madness thrillers, traveled across the country, witnessed the spectacle, baseball and not, of the College World Series. But I couldn't do and couldn't have done any of that if it weren't for my foundation. I might live in Omaha now, but I still make the trip to St. Joe every now and then. My mom still lives here. And every time I'm here, I'm reminded of those people, those pillars, who helped shape my future and who gave me the building blocks for my career, the career that I truly love. It took late nights, long hours, don't get me wrong, but those little moments and memories with teachers here in St. Joe will always be a part of me and my story. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. The funny thing about stories is that sometimes you have absolutely no clue where they're going. Makes for the best stories, makes for the best books, makes for the best movies, maybe most importantly, makes for the best lessons. When I was still at Northwest, I was working for the newspaper here, and I was covering a Central Lafayette football game. Some of you might remember it. And it's going to overtime, and I'm pacing down the sideline asking myself, man, how am I going to possibly encapsulate this game and what it means to this city and these two schools? And I'm audibly saying this to myself, deadline's approaching, and Chris Larson gave me a piece of advice that's still with me to this day. Let the story tell itself. I can't wait to see what stories you guys are all a part of this year. Thank you for letting me steal a little bit of your time. Have a great year, guys.
All right, give it up one more time for John. All right, I've been to a couple of these convocations. We were trying to count earlier, and it goes way back to the 1900s. That's all I could come up with. But next, it is a favorite part of this event every year. It's roll call time! To help us celebrate our schools and departments, please give a warm welcome to our 2024 Teacher of the Year from Spring Garden Middle School, Mrs. Barbara Spencer. Oh, and Doug Snyder.
Got it?
Let's go.
Okay. I think this looks good. Does this look good to you, Doug?
It looks awesome. We have
Okay.
plenty of room. And a scooter.
I'm totally buzzed on caffeine.
Me too.
Okay, are you ready to practice?
Let's practice.
Ready?
Let's go.
Who's that Trojan on one team?
It's me.
I said, who's that Trojan on one team?
It's me.
That felt good, Doug. That felt good. How'd you feel about that?
I felt great.
That caffeine's doing the shot, Doug. Okay. I am so glad that we're doing this together. I think we did a good job. How do you think?
I think we did a great job, that we're a great duo, and I'm just happy you're the new Teacher of the Year.
Aw, you have such good self-talk.
You know, it was a goal of mine this summer. I worked on my self-efficacy all summer. And guess what? Can I give you a little tip?
Sure.
When you're doing roll call later, whenever you get to the elementaries, say elementary, because they take that personal.
Okay.
And they remind you in the parking lot when you're walking to your car.
Thanks for the advice, Doug.
But you'll do great.
I'll take your advice. Elementary.
Elementary.
Okay.
Very sharp at the end.
Well, now that summer is over, let's get out and talk about our 3 goals for the school year. Okay?
3 goals?
Top three.
Top 3 goals. Okay.
Let's read them. You go first.
I'll go first. I have to get them out. Sorry. Is my hair still look okay?
That was a great hiding spot.
Smells like Bigfoot's armpit. I'm sorry.
It really does.
I'm really nervous. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Okay.
My 3 goals. Number 1, if the Kansas City Royals go back to the playoffs, I plan on attending a game. I don't know about anybody else in here, but I'm not used to the Kansas City Royals being the best baseball team in Missouri after beating the St. Louis Cardinals 3 out of 4 times. Let's party like it's 1985.
That's right.
Number 2, my second goal is to respond back to the 37 emails about SJSD, Engage in Your Own Learning 2024 at Missouri Western, about how excited I am about attending this year. What do you think of that, Barbara?
That's a great goal. You were so supportive.
Excellent. Final goal, I am not going to respond to any staff members or students that say I look like Peter Griffin from Family Guy. Thank you.
I think those are great goals, Doug. I believe in you. I believe you can do them.
Barbara, Teacher of the Year, you've heard my goals. I want to hear yours now.
Okay, hold on a second.
Of course.
They smell like the Missouri River.
That does smell like the Missouri River.
Okay.
Can you read it?
My first goal is to learn how to break dance like that Australian lady at the Olympics. Okay. Second goal, get my compliance training done early this year. Last year, I got it done in February and I got like 37 emails from Dr. Krause. Like, who has time to write 37 emails? Oh my God. Some of them at the end were a little bit mean. No hard feelings, Dr. K. K. Nizzle. Okay. My third goal is to create and sell a calendar called SROs of the SJSD. We're going to use all the proceeds to buy pencils. I'm coming for you, Carl Cook. Hashtag Swole Patrol.
Excellent idea. Great goals. Way to go, Barbara.
Thanks. I think they're pretty good goals. All right. Are you ready to keep practicing?
Let's do the next one.
Okay.
We got enough room.
Ready? Ready? Okay. Cha-cha, boochie, cha-cha, cha, boochie. Roll call. Introduce yourself.
My name is Doug. I represent Ruba-Doo. We're going back to school, because that's what we do.
Yes.
Way to go.
Cha-cha, boochie, cha-cha, cha, boochie. Roll call. Introduce yourself.
Barbara.
My name is Barbara. My garden slays. We pass Prop S, so we'll get paid. Woo! Show me the money! Thought that was good.
Way to go, Barbara.
Ready?
Here we go. Live from the Civic Arena, it's Roll Call 2024! I sent him an email at 3 o'clock on Friday morning saying, hey, I have an idea. He's such a good sport. Doug Snyder, y'all, give him a round of applause. You are it.
So, Convocation is legitimately my favorite day of the whole year. You can ask the staff at Spring Garden. I have been pumped since day one.
And my sister-in-law, Jessica Meyer, started at Lindbergh last year. She's a school nurse, but she didn't get to experience convocation. And so we were at a family gathering this summer, and I'm like, oh my God, I love convocation. It's gonna be your first convocation. You never get to do your first again. And my husband, Clint Spencer from Lafayette, AKA the First Lady. That's what he calls himself. I did not call him that. He just rolled his eyes. Convocation. Where he's my yin to my yang. He calms me down. I bring him up. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and start roll call. First school up, Benton High School!
They not like us, they not like us, they not like us. They not like us, they not like us, they not like us.
Next up, Bessie Ellison Elementary. Y'all practice, y'all came at that hard, thank you. Next up, Bodie Middle School.
It's hard to yell when the bad bells in your mouth. Bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Who are we? Who are we? We're all in for
Great job. All right, next up, Garden Park Elementary. Great job, young
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
We're not going to hold it in post before we get to the last Southside school, I promise. Last one, we're all going to look up Peter. That's what we're going to do. Okay, now we're going to go to the north side. Lafayette High School! Okay, together, our early learning centers, Lake and March Lane. Real well, because they were all saying the same words and talking all at the same time. You guys, great job. Next up, Lindbergh Elementary. Next up, the Noise District Office. Oh, look back there, guys, look. Good energy, y'all are giving, the way it is, y'all are giving. Oh, Grove Elementary!
sometimes it's cool. Every little thing that I do, and then I feel so cool, yeah. Woke up feeling like a new JT. Comb my hair like an old school street.
1, 2, ready, go. Ooh, ah, you wish you were. You wish you were at Parkway. Ooh, ah, we're cooler than a snow day. How cold? Ice cold.
Next up, Pershing Elementary.
We are Pershing. Everybody listen. We are one team with one mission.
Next up, Pickett Elementary.
What's this match? We're the Cardinals, red and black, soaring higher, coming back.
Next up, Rubin Middle School.
I don't know if you've been told.
I don't know if you've been told.
Ruby-Doo is on the ground.
Ruby-Doo is on the ground.
Sound off.
1, 2,
Sound off.
3, 4.
Sound off.
We grow, we grow, we grow.
What's this mean?
That's not toxic. That's not toxic.
All right. Next up, Skate Elementary.
We look fine, we look good. Teach like us, wish you could. We are skate, we are skate.
Ruben, you killed it. A little partial to the next school. Are you ready? Spring Garden Middle School.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
did at Southside. We're not just known for our attention. Next up, Truman Tracer Media Center. Come on, we got important things to do. It's hard, it's hard. Goes everything. Beautiful from head to toe. I'm ready to go. You know, it's great. All right, next up, Truman Middle School. 4, 3, 2, 1, go! And last but not least, Webster Learning Center!
All right, everybody give yourselves one big round of applause there for roll call. Just a couple of notes from that. I love every year how some of you, I think, started practicing this in May when the map tests were done because you didn't have anything else to do. And the kids were wild, so it's like, let's start this. And then the others, I think, at 7:15 this morning, handed it out on the bus. And you do it together. I love it. And then the second thing I noted, I figured out where we could pick up a couple of points on APR next year. They are not like us. Not like us. I think we're losing points there. Okay, they are not like us. And I'm a science teacher, so. All right, we got one more drawing here. Welcome to the stage, Miranda Ham, St. Joseph School District's 2024 School District Support Person of the Year. At Hosea Elementary, Miranda has excelled in fostering community relationships and has made it a mission to improve school attendance. Miranda is holding the lucky name. Please, Miranda, share our winner.
And now, for the third and final raffle, we know you all have been eagerly awaiting this moment. We've saved the best for last. Let the drum roll begin. Who will the lucky winner be for our third and final prize? The winner for our last raffle is Stacy Schubert.
All right, congratulations, Stacy. We're almost there. Before I hand this off, before we get out of here, after Dr. McGinnis is done here, everyone please just kind of hang out for a minute. Mr. Nolte is going to be giving us announcements on buses that are ready to roll, so we all don't flood out there at once, hang out, spend a little more time with each other. It's always one of the things I love about this day. It's the only time we get to see all of your beautiful faces all in the same place at once. I love this day. So take a moment, enjoy each other's time. Last but not least here, what a wonderful celebration to bring this event to a close. Let's extend a warm welcome to Dr. Ashley McGinnis, our esteemed Assistant Superintendent of Academics.
I couldn't not hug other people, or hug other people, not hug her.
Feels kind of like below the belt there. Okay, good morning everyone. First, I gotta start with an attitude of gratitude. So, it takes a huge team to pull off Convocation. So from our maintenance department, to MC Segrist, to DJ Jazzy Jeff Sullivan, to Stacia Studer, Janelle Becerra, so many people, our communications department. So can we give them a round of applause? I love that we are celebrating our local people. We had 9 individuals who gave testament to what we do every day. So can we please acknowledge them as well? Thank you for being here. What a great morning. Like Dr. Seeger said, I absolutely love Convocation. It is the one time of the year we are all together under one roof. It is awesome. Thank you for that energy today. Let's keep that energy and positivity and hope all the way through the school year. Even when, maybe mid-late January, you might see a Facebook post from Sarah McLaren that says it's January 47th. Right, Sarah? All in good fun, girl. Our mission is not just to educate kids. Our mission is to inspire, to encourage, to support every student that comes through our doors, every child, right? We believe in our kids. We believe in them. And they deserve our very best on Wednesday and throughout the whole year. Amen? Yes. We're not just teaching subjects, right? We're teaching character, we're shaping lives, we're molding the future, and we are creating a climate of excellence. That starts now, it starts today. It starts with you. And I want to take this opportunity to thank each of you, not only for the work that you do with students every day, but for your dedication, your compassion, and your commitment to our students, our school district, and our community. Okay? You are our biggest asset. Our people are our biggest asset. We don't take that lightly, and you shouldn't either. Okay? So let's go out there, believe in our mission, and show our students what all they can achieve with all of us being all in and working together. Make it a great year, SJSD.
I'm out of words on the paper, so I don't know what to do next. DJ Sully, kick it off for us a little bit, will you? Hey, maybe we can do Click Click Boom by Slide. No, I'm just kidding. We don't want to play that. Sing along if you know the words. By myself, it's something nice, thinking how to get it wrong. Buses are ready. Ventral, Central, Ventral. That would be Benton, Central, Lafayette, Hilliard, and Rubidoux. Have a fantastic year, guys.